infrared and thermal imaging cameras.
Right in this area.
The Naval Training Center opened in 1923. The U.S. Navy trained its sailors to operate and create marine parts and weapons for its increasingly sophisticated battleships during the late 19th and 20th century. Eugene Henson was once an NTC-based recruit, and he spoke to us about his experience.
I went to boot camp in 62 from July to probably February 63.
The Navy expanded the size of the campus to accommodate 15,000 men throughout the next 15 years. The station trained as many as 25,000 recruits during World War II. 23 years after the construction and opening of NTC, Building 51, now housing HTHI International, was built as a foundry for making metal patterns and parts. Originally, it was just a box-shaped building along Farragut Road, but in the 1980s, a second two-story wing was added. This section was used as classrooms to teach sailors to make metal objects and patterns in the foundry. After completing the classroom building, the third phase of the renovation was the small single-story building in between that had offices and bathrooms. The foundry was closed when NTC was shut down in 1997. In NTC, there were many suicide attempts, as well as deaths from illnesses.
So there was quite a few people that died in here. The only ones I'm familiar with are males. In Nimitz, we had people that did commit suicide. At least they looked like they were successful. I don't know if they rushed into the hospital. I never saw them again. And there was a lot of sickness. There was bronchial pneumonia and spinal meningitis. There was a lot of people got very sick and disappeared.
In addition, there is a suicide that is associated with Building 51. After the closing of the Naval Training Center, a sculptor by the name of Mr. Waisel used Building 51 as a studio for creating his art. His work includes the bronze statue of Jack Murphy and his dog outside of Qualcomm Stadium. He also has pieces in La Jolla and the Vatican. Unfortunately, Mr. Waisel developed a rare disease that left him unable to feel his fingers or toes. Because he was an artist, his disease robbed him of the ability to do what he loved most, and as a result, he became depressed and killed himself in 2008. Is it possible that even though he didn't actually die here, Mr. Waisel's spirit returned to our building because he is attached to his memories here? Did his soul not cross over into the next life only to stay behind in Building 51? It is a known fact that some spirits don't move on because they grow attached to their surroundings, or they simply feel that they have unfinished business to take care of. Is it possible that many of the people who had any attachments here or who died here by accident or suicide in this building never quite passed on to the next life because they have something here that's still holding them back? Thus, our school, also known as Building 51, is full of the possibilities of having paranormal activity.